Good morning everyone and welcome back to our online class. So see you again for the new weeks, and today we are going to study our new lesson. But everyone, have you already had breakfast? Okay, if you had breakfast already, it is a good time for us to start the lesson. So everyone, since today is the first day of our new weeks, so the book that we are going to study is Blueprint 4. I hope all of you have book with you right now. But before we start our lesson for today, I would like to review what we have learned from the previous video. So from our Blueprint 4, the previous video, everyone, can you tell me what did we study about? Sure, we study about TV. Very good. So in that video, you learned a few vocabulary about TV, and you also learned a sword structure, which is would rather. Very good, everyone. But now we are going to learn something new. But before we are learning something new, I would like to review what we have learned from the previous video. Everyone, here are the word that you already learned. So to do this, I will show you the picture, and you need to tell me what the picture is. So there are 6 words, and you will see 6 pictures coming up on this screen. Everyone, are you ready? Good. So the first picture, everyone, here. What is this? Very good. It is a remote. So remote, or some people call remote control, which is something that you can use to switch the channel of your television. So this first one is remote. Good. Next, go to the second picture of the video. So here is the second picture. Okay, you see a man sitting in front of his desk and reading something. What is it? New. Very good. Or is an information. So you watch a TV show which talk about the event happens in your country. It is the news. Very good. Next picture. So can you guess what is that? I think you get the right answer. This one is the reality show. You can see people, they are playing together. So reality show refer to the show that entertain the other person. Good. Next, everyone, the next picture. Sure, this one, you can see a people who is laughing. They have fun. They enjoy the TV show. So this one is sitcom. Very good. It comes from the word situation comedies. Okay, the next picture, we have 2 more words. This one, you can see 2 animals over here. 2 animals, they are chasing each other. It is, sure, it is a nature show. They try to make documentaries about animal, about the natures. Very good. And last but not least, we have the word soap opera. What is soap opera here? Okay, so here's the picture. It is a drama show which talk about the people life, people sadness. Okay, so it's called soap opera. Very good. I think you already finished the exercise in your books, and you know all those words. Now let's come to our main lesson for today. So everyone, here on the whiteboard, as you can see, we start our lesson 5 today, and the title of the lesson 5 is the book or the movie. So you can open your books to page 16 to see those lessons. So in those lessons, everyone, they are talking about book and movie. They compare those 2 things together. Which one is better? Okay. And in this lesson, I spot some difficult word over here. So today we are going to learn those words. We practice some exercise, and then you are going to listen to those people. They are talking about books or movie. Everyone, now let's start with our first vocabulary on the whiteboard. The first one is review. Everyone, do you know the word review? Okay, as we are doing every day before we start the class, we review, which means we try to recall what we have we have learned. But for this context, when we say book review, which means you try to give your own idea, people try to criticize or say something good about something. For example, let's say when I read a book, okay, for example like this book, when I read this book and then I try to review whether this book is good, this book is bad, so what cover in this book, so I try to write something to review this book, okay. Good. Next is the comic book. Do you know comic book? Some of you might be a fan of superheroes like Batman, Spider-Man. Both of those heroes, they are from the comic book. They are not originally from the movie. You see those heroes in the movie, but they first appear in the comic book. So comic book refer to the book of a story, and in that book there's a picture of a superhero. They try to fighting, and some of them are very fun, which is the word comic book, okay. So the book about the story, and it's a fun story to read. Next, number 3, which is novel. Do you know novel? Sure, let me tell you, this is the book that I am reading right now, and the title is Merlin, and this book is a novel. All right, so novel refers to a story. It can be made or it can be imagined, come from the imagination of people. It is not real. It just novel. It's just an imagination. People just write the story based on their imagination, which is we call novel. So in Khmer, everyone, if you study in a higher class, you will know a lot of novel in Khmer. For example, like Kolap Pailan, the story like Tum Tiêu, some of those are novel. Very good. The 4th word, which is the word screen. Everyone, do you know the word screen? Alright, screen. Some of you are watching this video lesson on your smartphone. So in front of your smartphone, you can see it is the screen. So screen refer to the surface of your computer, of your smartphones, okay. It shows the picture. Even on your televisions, you see the picture on the screen. Very good. Okay, let's go to the 5th word, which is fictions. Fiction is refer to something that is not true, something that make out of the imagination. So people try to imagine the story. Do you remember the word novel that I showed you? So here is the book, and the book is Merlin, and this is a novel. But is it a true story? Is it really true? Does it really happen somewhere? No, it's just imagination of the author, which we call fiction. So this book is a fiction. It is not true. However, the word non-fictions, okay, everyone, non-fiction. So it's totally different. So fiction is not true. The non-fiction is true. Okay, let me give you another example. So this is the book that I am currently reading. So this book is called The Wordstorming. And the content of this book is about communications, how you should speak, how you listen to people. So these are the real thing. These are the thing that is happening in our real life, that we call this book as non-fiction. Good. Now let's go to number 6 is comedy. So comedy is a noun which refer to something that is fun. Okay, so if you say a comedy show, so that program on the television or on the TV will be a funny program. Have you ever watched Mr. Pepmi? Okay, he is a comedian, so he do comedy. Okay, now let's go to the last word, which is the word number 7, performance. Everyone, the word performance. What does it mean, the word performance? So when you are in your class, your performance is what you are doing in the class. They are performing. However, when we talk about the actor or people in the film, their performance, which means their ability to do something. So when your teacher said, "Oh, my students' performance regarding to their reading is very good," sure. So they talk about your ability. So the word ability has the similar meaning to the word performance. Very good, everyone. I think now you know all this word, the meaning of this word. Some of these words are easy for you, I think. That is why now we are going to practice some exercise. So the exercise is on page 16, and I would like you to open your book now, because I am not writing anything here, but don't worry everyone, the exercise will appear on the screen and I will check the exercise one by one. So the exercise is on page 16. Let's open the book together. Now everyone, are you on page 16 now? So here I am on page 16. I think you are all with me. So let's start with the first exercise, which is the vocabulary, section B, which is the practice exercise for our keyword. So in this exercise, you have to fill in the blanks with the bold word from the conversation. And those bold words I already write it down on the whiteboard, which is the part of the keyword here. So let's start, everyone. So let me stand right over here so you can see the word. And the exercise will appear here. So the first one, let's start with the first exercise, everyone. The first question that you need to answer. We have one sentence. Okay. So this sentence is: I don't like to watch movie on my computer. I rather see them on a big. So which word for number one? Very good. Number one is screen, on a big screen. Good. Let's go to number two. The movie was a huge success because of the wonderful performance. Very good. Performance by all the actors. Number three, The Lord of the Rings. So you might have heard these names before. The Lord of the Rings is a famous by the English author J.R.R. Tolkien. So what is the Lord of the Rings? Is it a movie? No, it is a novel. Very good. Let's go to number four. This book isn't based on a true story. It is. So if something is not true, it is fictions. Very good. It's fictions. Let's go to number five. Nick loves to laugh. So all his favorite movies are a comedy. Very good. Number six, the book is getting very good. They say it's exciting and surprising. So what was very good one? The book is getting very good. Very good. Review. Very good. So people like the book and they just write the review of the book. Number seven, the Spider-Man movie are based on a popular. Everyone, do you remember the superhero thing that I just talked? Sure, it is a comic book. So Spider-Man originally from the comic book. Everyone, so we have number eight, the last one. I'm bored with novel. I would like to read some. So novel, everyone, remember novel is a fiction. It is not true. So now they want to change from something that is not true to something that is true. So what is it? Sure, non-fiction. Very good, everyone. think now you understand and remember this word. Now what I would like all of you to listen to the conversation in your books. In your book, can you see two people here? Two people over here, the man and the women. So what are they talking about? All right, I think you can guess they are talking about book or movie. One, are you ready to listen? Okay, let's start.
Track 8.
How about going to the movies tonight? I'd like to see Future World.
I don't know. That movie is getting bad reviews. Everyone says it's not as good as the comic book.
Oh, it's based on a comic book? I didn't know that. Well, what about Mr. Amazing? It's based on a novel about a pilot. I heard it's great.
Yes, it's a novel by one of my favorite authors, but I'd prefer to read the book rather than see the movie.
Really? Not me. I prefer seeing a story on the screen to reading about it.
So you don't like to read fiction?
Hardly ever. I usually read nonfiction about history and science.
Well, I love to relax with a good novel on a rainy day, and I really want to read Mr. Amazing. Is there another movie we can see?
You like comedies, right? How about Cupcake? The reviews say that Devon Current delivers a fantastic performance.
Sounds good.
Very good. I hope now you already finished listen to those people and you know what they are talking about. And your guess is right. They are talking about book or the movie. Okay, now let's talk about you, everyone. Let's talk about yourself. Do you like book or do you like watching movie? For me personally, I like both of them. Some of the book I read and then I watch the movie about what I was reading. Let me give you one example that I really like. It is the movie which is called BFG, which stands for Big Friendly Giants. And this movie is based on the original novel, and those novel was written for kids, and the title is BFG. So I start watching the movie first, and I really enjoyed the movie. But after I saw the book, which is the title BFG, I think, whoa, that will be great, and I pick it up and read those books. Guess what? I love the book more than the movie. The book is a longer version of that movie. So everyone, if you like any movie, I recommend you watch those movies and then go to read the book that is about that movie you just watched. You will be surprised. The movie is short, but the novel or the books is a long story, much better than the movie. Okay, now let's talk about you. This section is on your book, page 16. And you have 4 questions after you finish listening to the conversations. There are 4 questions here, everyone. So can you answer those questions? Okay, let me answer those questions by myself first, and then you will need to answer those by yourself. It is about you, right? So let's start with the first one. How many books do you read in a year? For me, personally, I read not many books, just a few. But for this 2020, I think I pick up like 3 or 4 books already. So I plan to read around 10 books this year. I think I can do it. And the second question, write the name of a novel or comic book you like. Sure, my novel that I like is BFG, so you can go to the internet and find those novels. And the other one is, I think I forget the title. Oh sure, that the other one is Dreamology, so that is a good novel as well. It's kind of imagination and dreaming. Sure, you will enjoy that movie. Sorry, that novel. It's not a movie, that novel. Good. Number 3, who is your favorite author? I read many different books and I honestly cannot remember the author. But the one that I think I can remember is those who wrote the BFG, whose name is Roald Dahl. Yeah, he wrote a lot of story for kids. So I like him. Last but not least, do you prefer to read print, paper book or e-book? Okay, you learn new term now, the word e-books. Do you know e-book? So e-book stands for electronics book. So those books are just a PDF file. They are on the internet. While the paper book is like this book. You can see the paper. But e-book you read on the screen. And for me personally, I like both of them. I like to read paper books when I am at home, but when I go somewhere, I prefer to bring my reading device and I read on the screen. Okay everyone, since this is the end of our video lesson, I would like all of you to do all the exercise on page 16 in your book. Now everyone, when you finish, don't forget to send your exercise and answer key to the group. And it's time for me to say goodbye and see you again in the next video.